I read it. It was so beautiful. And I thought, oh my God, Colin is the perfect person to play the other role.
We will not starve for lack of wonders, but from lack of wonder.
You guys are keeping us busy with these incredible films. Harry, I'm going to start with you. It's a beautiful film. Congratulations to everybody. What inspired you to write this and actually tell this story? Where did it begin for you?
It began with a very personal experience. I was spending time with someone who had young onset dementia, although at the time, neither me or that person knew that that was the case. And then after that, I just researched for a long time. I spent a lot of time with other people that are living with young onset dementia, and was just hugely inspired by that stage in my life. Spending time with people going through this is an incredible thing. Is a privilege, and it really made me want to write some sort of story about it. So it stems from there. And it's a very personal story.
Stanley, I've told you this before, and I'll say it again. You're one of my favorite actors. I just love seeing you in everything that you do, including this. Just an incredible job, my friend.
Thanks. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, man. I always get excited when we get to talk. So you got to work with Colin Firth, and you've known Colin for quite some time. I read somewhere that you actually were responsible for getting him involved with this movie. Is that true?
Yes, it's true. I knew he needed work. No, I'm kidding. I read it. It was so beautiful. And I thought, oh my God, Colin is the perfect person to play the other role. I mentioned that to Harry. Unbeknownst to Harry, I had already slipped Colin the script. And I said, I really like Colin Firth. I think he would be just amazing. And he's a dear friend of mine. And Harry goes, oh, he's amazing. And then, Colin read it. He loved it. And then that was that.
Here we are. Harry, Stanley, we're going to talk about you for a second. Harry, you're such a lucky man. I mean, you get to direct two greats, honestly, Stanley Tucci and Colin Firth. What was it like to work with these two guys who I'll say, just incredible?
Well, it was probably something I'll never forget. I mean, it was just an amazing privilege. Like, you always write stuff that you hope is going to inspire people that you adore, and people that inspire you, and that's what happened in this instance. And Colin and Stanley, it goes without saying, are amazingly talented, beautiful actors, but they're also brilliant people. And collaborating with them is one of the will be one of the best experiences I'll ever have as a filmmaker, I'm sure, because they were so trusting and generous with me and the story. And you can't ask for more than that, really, if you're a youngish, but certainly like very green filmmaker. Yeah.
Stanley, I'm going to close with this. I have to mention this. I'm really excited about Searching for Italy and your new book that's coming out. I can't wait for that, by the way.
Thank you. Yes, I'm very excited. It's going to air on CNN pretty soon, I think. And I should know when, but of course I don't. So yes, I'm very excited about it. It was a really great experience. And with any luck, we'll make a few more.
To prove that I'm a fan, February 14th is when it debuts.
Oh, so, thank God somebody knows. Yes.
All right. Well, my final question for you today, sir, is what makes this a role that you will treasure for a while? Because you both just incredible work. I cried, watched it with my mom. We both cried.
Oh, yeah.
But it was an inspiring type thing about this relationship that was so beautiful. What makes this a role that you'll treasure for some time?
It was so beautifully written, and then to be able to work with a green but very talented filmmaker, to have a script of that depth and poeticism and restraint, to work with one of your best friends, and then to see you can have all of those elements, and then you see the final product, you go like, that's too bad. But no. The final thing was even greater than I imagined. So how could I'll never forget it.